He's learned Repario! That is one of the ones I wanted him to learn. Good job, Salem. Oh, I'm having such a good time with that. I forgot how good Realm of Magic was. And I'm having fun with it. Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome back to the Sims 4 Occult Baby Challenge where my sim Lily wants to have lots of occult children, and today is the day, my friends. We're gonna have a fairies baby because we now have Enchanted by Nature and I am so ridiculously excited. I dressed up for the occasion, or should I maybe even say dressed down, because I'm not wearing my usual eyeliner. You can kind of see I did some pinky little glittery makeup. It's not translating that well on camera. It looks much better in person, but a little bit whimsical today. So with that being said, let's jump into the Sims 4. Let's catch up with the Platt family and I'll tell you about the fairy sim that we're going to be having a baby with. And we do also need to talk about just fairies in general in the Occult Baby Challenge, right? So let's get into it. So it is actually 12:19 a.m. on Wednesday morning, very late in the night. Lily needs to go to bed, but I have actually gone in and given Jasmine, the alien baby of Alfie, a makeover. So that's why it's late, because I had to go into her household and then come back and get everyone going off to bed. I am pleased to report we do have normal eyes for Mr. Salem. I guess the last update that came through, which was the update that fixed pregnancy, because that was a whole thing after Enchanted by Nature came out, right? So I guess that update, that emergency update for pregnancy, fixed his eyes because they are not bugging, they are not different supernatural eyes, they are his normal eyes, and I'm very happy to see it. Fantastic. So speaking of the kids, let's take a look at Miss Bandit. Now she is currently a high school B student. She is hopefully going to become an A student when she goes to school today though, because we do have a skill at level 3. What did we do for her teenage skill? I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look. It's been a little minute and I can't really remember. It must have been Mischief though. Okay, so Mischief is what we've been working on for her teenage life. We started it as a child, I remember, and then she had to gain creativity as a child. So she should become an A student today and age up into young adults today. Fantastic, very exciting. We do also need to work on the charisma skill for her as well. She's got to get to level 5 of both the Mischief skill and the charisma skill. So still got those to do for her. We then have Mr. Salem and Miss Sabrina, who are our spellcaster kids. Now having a look at Mr. Salem, he's a C student with the tick of approval. He's going to become a B student today, and Sabrina is at the exact same place. Fantastic. They've just got to go to school and then they can become B students, which is so good. We are working on, what are we working on? Did I just decide on logic? Yes, because the spellcasters don't actually have to work on a skill. They just have to learn 5 spells. And then we do have our toddler, Mr. Casper. So Casper, he is currently at thinking level 2 and level 1 of the rest, because we have only just made him into a toddler. Totally fine. We've still got a little ways to go for him today. And then we do have our baby, Mr. Herman, the child of the hermit. And if we have a look at the calendar, I'm thinking it's today. Yes, it is today that we get to age him up into an infant. Totally fine. So I would like to get pregnant with the fairies baby before we have the birthday party and before we age Herman up. I just need to know that we are pregnant is all. So there's a couple of other things that I really quickly want to mention. If we just pop downstairs for a minute, you'll see that I have this bunny here and this little milk carton here. They are from both Poppy's bedroom and from Tyler and Rose's bedroom. Now that they've moved out of the house, we are ready to pop these things up on our occult wall. And so that is the occult wall all updated. Oh, and one thing I should mention as well, we currently only have 160 simoleons because I did give a bedroom makeover to Casper's bedroom. This will be Casper's bedroom. This is the bedroom we were using for Poppy, but now that she's out of the house, it's going to be Casper's bedroom. So if you'd like to see me renovate a bedroom to be ghost themed, I'll link that video in the pinned comment down below. So now that we've caught up with the Platt family, let's talk about fairies and also the graphics of NPCs that I've been adding into the game, because I've got a big update for you. So first things first, the graphic of NPCs that I've been adding, the first one, let's take a look at that because we can see that it's actually complete, this one now, because fairies are now on it. I've been waiting, it's been about a week and a half since Enchanted by Nature came out, and so far SimSav, the creator of the Occult Baby Challenge, hasn't come out with her own rules for fairies. I haven't seen anyone else playing the Occult Baby Challenge. I'm not watching anyone else's playthrough at the moment, so I don't know if anyone else has come up with rules for fairies, so I've come up with my own. I said that I was probably going to do that if SimSav didn't come up with her own, which means that this graphic is complete. We're going to be starting a new one in a minute, but let's just take a look at what I've decided to do for the Child of the Fairy. So we have the apothecary skill and the gardening skill, and then the extra bonus task, because I have been including bonus tasks, is to craft 5 emotion potions, which you get emotion potions and the ability to make them through the apothecary skill. So those are the requirements for the Child of the Fairy. Very exciting, and that is that first graphic all finished. But like I said, I've started another one and it's almost full, so let's take a look. Straight away, we're seeing Mother Nature in #1 spot. I was super excited when I found out that she was going to be a part of this pack, and I have already play tested, and it is going to be very possible to have Mother Nature's baby. Super exciting. So for the Child of Mother Nature, they're going to need to have the natural living skill and the gardening skill, and their bonus task is to grow 5 oversized crops, because I wanted it to be kind of around doing things with the earth and a task that we hadn't done yet. So growing 5 oversized crops, I've never done that before in The Sims 4 anyway, so it's going to be interesting. Hi, Sarah from the future, just popping in right now. I don't want you to be concerned that you're seeing Mother Nature on this graphic and not Spruce Almighty, because the thing with Spruce Almighty is he's a plant sim, and we haven't had a baby with a plant sim yet. So I do plan on having Spruce Almighty be a part of this challenge to fulfill the plant sim specifically. If you want to have a baby with Spruce Almighty separately as a part of your Occult Baby Challenge, you can, but I plan on having him fulfill the plant sim requirements. That's why he's not on my new graphic. Jasmine Holiday is a sim that has been a part of the Sims lore, the Sims 4 lore, from very early on in the Sims 4 days. She was a big part in the early collections that could be found in the Sims 4 and events that would happen around them. There was a big Easter event that I remember playing that Jasmine Holiday was like walking us through, and she was an actual sim that would come to visit your Sims while these events were playing out, right? It was pretty cool. She has recently been a part of the Christmas event we had last year, but she wasn't a sim that came to your door then, but she is a sim that you can download off the gallery, and so because of that, we are going to have Jasmine Holiday be a part of the game. So for the Child of Jasmine Holiday, we're going to have them learn the flower arranging skill and also earn all of the scout badges. Because Jasmine Holiday has been about all of the events and she's done a lot of seasonal stuff, I wanted to do some seasons gameplay with her. So flower arranging from seasons, and I also have never gotten any scout badges, let alone all of the scout badges. So gameplay that I've not done before. I'm super excited for that. So then you'll see we have a bear. Now in the last episode when we went camping, I said hold that thought for a bear because I wanted to have a bear. We couldn't have the ring bear from Love Struck, unfortunately, but you will find every now and then when you're walking around your Sims neighborhood, there will be Sims dressed in bear costumes fishing. So if you happen to encounter one of those Sims, hell yeah, get pregnant with their baby, right? Because they are a Sim in a costume. For the Child of the Bear, they're going to need to gain the fishing skill, because that's generally what you'll find the bear Sims doing, is going fishing, because bears and fishing, it kind of goes together, right? And then the extra task for that child is that they're going to need to catch 5 rare fish specifically in the collections tab. It'll tell you which fish are rare. And I should actually stipulate with that, I want 5 different rare fish, not 5 of the same rare fish, 5 different rare fish, okay? So then next to the bear, we have the raccoon. We couldn't have Trashly Real Person's baby either, and I was really heartbroken about that one because we had, I'm pretty sure it was Invader T, mentioned that we could do the entrepreneur skill for Trashly's baby, and then we couldn't even have Trashly's baby. But there is a raccoon costume in Creator Sim, so when the time comes, I'm going to need your help in order to have the raccoon's baby with a sim in a raccoon costume, right? So for the Child of the Raccoon, they're going to need to gain the Mischief and the Entrepreneur skill, and they're also going to need to complete Trashly's art collection, which can be quite a difficult task from what I have heard. I've not done it myself. So then we have a gnome. With Enchanted by Nature, there's a lot of gnome lore in Inner Screen, and so I thought a gnome would be a really fun one to have because there is a garden gnome costume in Creator Sim once again. So again, when the time comes, I'll need your help in order to be able to have a child with a sim in a gnome costume. So for the Child child of the gnome, they're going to need to gain the mischief and the handiness skill. I'm a little bit flexible on this one though, just because we've done so much mischief skill. If you can think of a different skill to replace the mischief skill, I would be open to it. It's just I went with mischief because gnomes are kind of mischievous, right? And then the handiness skill, I went with the woodworking bench. You'll see here specifically because I specifically want it to be woodworking, going back to The Sims 1 where you could craft gnomes on the woodworking bench. Handiness through the woodworking bench specifically. So then the extra task is to also complete the My Sleeping Giant fable, which is a part of Enchanted by Nature. There's different fables that you can complete. They're kind of like the odd jobs you can do in Sulani and the odd jobs that you can do in Cottage Living. They're exactly the same as that, and it's called My Sleeping Giant, which is all about the big garden gnome statue in the middle of the gnome neighborhood in Innis Green. So then we have iconic Strangerville character Erwin Prize, or Prize? I think it's Erwin Prize actually. He's the conspiracy theorist that you can go and visit. He's a vendor in Strangerville, and I thought it would be super iconic to have him as a part of the Occult Baby Challenge. So for the child of Erwin, we're going to need them to gain the logic and the rocket science skill, and then they'll also need to travel to 6am. And then we have Kylo Ren. You know, I was really unsure whether I was going to include Journey to Batuu, but I have Journey to Batuu. So if you don't have Journey to Batuu, don't just get Journey to Batuu to have Kylo Ren be a part of your Occult Baby Challenge, but I have Journey to Batuu, so I am going to include Kylo Ren. I have play tested it. It should be quite easy to get pregnant with Kylo Ren's baby. Fantastic. So for the child of Kylo Ren, they're going to need the fitness skill. Kylo Ren has level 10 of fitness skill, so it kind of makes sense that their child will also be in the fitness skill. And then they actually have only the one skill, but 2 tasks to complete. The first is to win a fight with a lightsaber specifically. It's not just a normal fight. I want them to have a lightsaber, and I want them to win a fight with a lightsaber, okay? And secondly, they need to have a bad reputation. Okay, just because, you know, Kylo Ren, he's a part of the First Order and they're evil, so I want the child of Kylo Ren to have a bad reputation. And then the last person, the last character we have on our list at the moment is Stanley Humphrey, classic Lil Simsy character Stanley Humphrey. At this point, Stanley Humphrey should just be a part of The Sims 4. There's several nods to Stanley Humphrey in The Sims 4, with objects being named after him. As far as I'm aware, he's even on a TV channel now through Enchanted by Nature. I don't know, I've seen like glimpses. He is a character that was created by Lil Simsy. I'm a big fan of Lil Simsy. I watch her every night while I'm eating dinner. So I'm very familiar with Stanley Humphrey, and I thought it would be pretty iconic to have Stanley be a part of the Occult Baby Challenge. Again, this one is optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just think it's going to be fun. So Stanley Humphrey is a hot dog. He's a weenie sim, it's totally fine. The child of Stanley Humphrey is going to need to gain the cooking and the natural living skills because Stanley Humphrey does a lot of natural living. And then their extra task is to grill excellent quality hot dogs. You'll see there's still a couple of slots. I have a big list that I'm working through. I want to have enough characters to take up all of Lily's lifetime. I want to end the Occult Baby Challenge when Lily becomes an elder. I don't want to continue on after that. So if there are future NPCs that come with future packs that might be coming, we can add them in. But at the moment, this is the definitive list that I'm going with. But now that we've talked about the extras, let's finally get into this episode of the Occult Baby Challenge. Alright, it is 5:03am on Wednesday morning. Lily is getting up to tend to our Mr. Herman, and I am looking at getting all of the kiddlywinks up and ready for school. Oh, no, Bandit, we don't actually want you to wear your burglar outfit. I think I am going to remove the burglar outfit. I like the idea, like I said, of her just looking so sweet, like she would never steal anything from you, and actually, yes, she is. Also, I do want to grab this plant that Poppy knitted, and I want to move it into the kitchen, just because we're going to be able to see it more in the kitchen. I feel like that's so nice. Yay, and now we can see Poppy's little plant every time we come into the kitchen. So good, I love that. Definitely need to use the magic bin to get the magic money, and also definitely need some mail to come today. Presents from the Platt family need to come in clutch for me, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Casper. Aw, does he not want to be a ghost? I'm sorry, your dad is a ghost, my guy. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to tell ya. I'm really sorry. Alright, Kiddlywinks, after school you go, please and thank you very much. Bandit, I need you to work very hard today. You should make it. It should be fine, but I'm gonna get you to work hard anyway. And Salem and Sabrina, you guys totally chill. You don't have to work hard at all. So good. Beautiful. Casper's just got to level 2 of potty. Fantastic job, my guy. I am thinking that I'm going to get Casper to have his breakfast and Lily to have her breakfast. And then I think we're going to get pregnant. I think we're just going to get pregnant early. I just need to know that she is pregnant. I was having a look at the fairies that were coming with inner screen. It's fine. And I decided that I'm actually not going to use any of the fairies that come with inner screen. Last week, or maybe it was the week before, I don't know when that video is going to come out, but I actually did a makeover for 2 fairies that I created last spooky season, and I actually made them fairies and gave them an Enchanted by Nature makeover, and I think I'm going to use one of those fairies instead. So if you haven't seen that video of me giving the fairies that makeover, go and check that out so you can see who we're going to be having a baby with today, because we're going to get only a really brief look at them today. Oh, the mail has been delivered. Thank you so much. I really need to see what presents we've got in that mail. All right, Lily, let's see. The Platt family did the good thing for us. Thank you. Let's delete all of these things. Let's sell them. 1,685 simoleons. Thank you so much. And I can also breed a frog. We're now at 2,435 and I can relax a little bit now. It's fine. Ooh, and it looks like Casper has just finished his breakfast. Did you see his cute little eyes peering over the top of the counter there, by the way? So cute, Casper. Let's go and meet a fairy. I haven't even had really a good look at inner screen. I've seen a couple of review videos, but I wasn't paying full attention. Like, the most I've really done with Enchanted by Nature is test out getting pregnant with Mother Nature's baby. That's the most I have played with Enchanted by Nature, okay? So here is the world of inner screen, right? So there's 3 neighborhoods. We've got the coast of Admore. I assume I'm saying that correctly. I apologize if I'm not. This is where like all the gnome stuff happens. That's why it's got the gnome icon and it's got the gnome statue that you can see here. For the child of the gnome that's going to need to complete that fable, it's for that statue. Then over here we've got Spruce Dairy Grove, which is fantastic. This is more like the Plant Sim kind of area, because Plant Sim's got a little bit of a revamp with Enchanted by Nature, but they're still not very in-depth, which is quite disappointing. But then over here we've got Everdew, and Everdew is where we're going to go and visit. So the families that come with Everdew, we have the Mystical Besties, which includes the 2 Sims that were in the trailer. Fantastic for Enchanted by Nature. And then we've got the Summer Dream family, which I am pretty sure the Summer Dream family were in The Sims 2 and they were fairies in The Sims 2. I'm not 100% on their lore though. Correct me if I'm wrong. So those were the options, and I was looking and I was just like, you know what? I'm just not quite feeling the vibes. And then when I did my makeover of the 2 Sims that I have here, one of them gives me Legolas vibes and he is a fairy. And so I thought, yes, let's just do that. His name is Lyric Sparks. And I did make him look very elven, but he is a fairy. Oh my god, they live in the tree house. See, I knew that there was a tree house as well. I didn't know which lot was the tree house lot, and this is it. Wow. This is like the best lot that the Sims team have ever come up with. The other Sim I made as well, the fairy. Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. Rain Sparks, by the way. Absolutely stunning. Romantic satisfaction begins immediately. I talked over my sound. I never do that. But oh my god, would you look at that? Why did it jump up so much? I'm not sure, but I'm not complaining. It's fantastic. Thank you. I'm just going to add you to Social Bunny really quickly, Lyric. We have amazing compatibility, by the way. What does this faint mean? Did you see that it had like faint with him, like with the fairy wings? I'm not quite sure what that means. He is a fairy though, so it's fine. It should be fine, right? Anyway, let's just get a relationship happening with him. All right, so that's that. I'm actually going to take him to our house and have the first kiss at our house, just because the lighting on this lot is a little bit dark. Also, I can't remember if I actually made Lyric in a relationship with Rain or not, and I don't want to ruin that if I have put them in a relationship, so I hope you're okay with the fact that I'm using a sim that I made, by the way. I don't plan on doing that any other time in the Occult Baby Challenge. I plan on using Sims that you're going to be making, but not Sims that I'm going to be making. But this is just one that was really, really special. I would love to use his genetics, so let's do it. Here he is in his hot weather wear. Oh my god, I love him. See, I'm really biased. I actually filmed that video giving the makeover right before filming this one.
Oh.
He's so about it. I love this. First kiss with Lyric the fairy. Wow. Oh, you do love to see it. So, oh, he's wonderful. I love him. All right, let us come and try for a baby with Lyric though. Oh, specifically, just before we do this though, let me just go into the Platt Family home traits here. I'm gonna need to turn geothermal off for a minute. I'm gonna put on ley line just because I'm assuming that fairies are gonna work the same way as all of the other occults when it comes to having their baby. Because Lily is a human, it's not guaranteed that we're actually gonna have a fairy baby. So giving us 2 chances is probably gonna be better. We do have 2 vacancies in the house at the moment, so we have the chance for twins, which gives us 2 chances of having a fairy baby, just to have 1 fairy baby. Do you want to try for a baby with me, Lyric? Oh, I say that might be a yes. Yeah, it is. But while that's happening, I should be doing other things, right? For Mr. Casper, I just got so distracted by Lyric. Okay, it's fine. Maybe I'll just get you to continue working on that imagination, just while your mum is a little bit busy doing some stuff. There you guys go. I love that. All right, Lily, can we please take a pregnancy test now that the glitches have been fixed? I'm so glad that I filmed the last episode of the Occult Baby Challenge before I updated the game though and got those glitches. I would have been screaming. It would not have been a fun time at all. Seriously. But Lily, are you eating for 2, my girl? You sure are. Hopefully you're eating for 3. Actually, that would be great. But go and tell Mr. Lyric the fantastic news. I did also put all of the Immortal family photos up here on the wall. So these are all of our Immortal Platt family members, except for Sarah, obviously, and except for Jess, obviously. But Ariella, Dale, Chloe, Jeremy, and Helena are all of our Immortal Platt family members. I would like to have 1 Platt family member from this generation of Platt family become Immortal as well. I'll have to look into who that is and have a really good think about it. All right though, Lily, now that you are pregnant, we really need to tend to Herman, and maybe I'll even age him up now as well and just get started on some of his milestones just before the kids get home from school and we can have a birthday party for Bandit. So let us super efficient newborn care, and then we can age him up. Casper's just got to imagination level 3 though. Casper, you king. I love that. Maybe while you're waiting for Bandit to get home or someone, maybe you can just babble and work on that communication as well. That would be so good. Happy birthday, Herman. Yay, Herman has become an infant. Let's find out what kind of infant he's gonna be. A calm infant. Thank you so much, Herman. That is wonderful. Also, I'm glad that the general consensus of naming Herman was good from you guys. I'm glad that you enjoyed that because I love Herman Munster. So with that being said, I'm actually going to give Herman his makeover right now. I'll be right back once that makeover is complete.
A few moments later.
Alright, you guys, here we have little Herman in his everyday wear. I wasn't really kind of sure what to go with because his dad is a Herman, and so I thought maybe like overalls. I want him to kind of look a little bit maybe cottagecore when he gets a little bit older, but we don't have anything from Cottage Living for infants, obviously, because Cottage Living came out before infants. So this is the best that I could do for his infant life. So with that being said, that's his everyday wear. For his sleepwear, I've got him in just this little outfit. I just like the colors. I feel like it matches him quite nicely. So that is Mr. Herman, now an infant. Alright, but kids are home from school. Salem is a B student, Sabrina's a B student, and Bandit's an A student. Exactly what I needed. Fantastic. Oh, Casper's just got to thinking level 3. That's so good. I mean, all he's got left is a little bit of communication and the movement and potty, so I need to catch up with those things. All right, we are gonna have a birthday party for birthday sim Bandit Platt. Very exciting, thank you very much. And we are going to invite Robin Banks, Ms. Robin Banks, and then we're also going to invite some of the elderly siblings of Lily's, okay? So we've got Todd. Oh, we can invite Jasmine as well, and you can see Jasmine in her makeover as well. Keanu Reeves is still alive. We're going to invite Riley and Skylar and Noah and Felix and Tabitha, and we're going to invite Mr. Dylan Silver Sweater. Now, Jeff is still a toddler. He hasn't become a child yet, so we're not going to invite him to the birthday party, but that's who we're going to invite today. Thank you very much. I'm just getting Bandit upstairs because I haven't taken a prom photo of her yet for the prom photo wall, so I need to do that.
Moments later.
Did I show you that I had a photo taken with Dylan for the wall, by the way? I can't remember if I showed you that or not, but we do have a photo with Dylan when Jasmine becomes of age, of a teenage age. I will then take her photo with her and add it to this wall as well. I do have to take a photo with Bandit to add it to this wall as well. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a really nice photo of Bandit for the prom photo wall. Let's take a look. Oh, it's the same pose as Poppy. Oh, I love that. We just got to level 3 of communication with Casper, but happy birthday, Bandit. Yay, Bandit. So good. So, we do have deviants here, obviously, and we do have this sticky fingers aspiration. This sim wants to become a master procurer and redistributor of goods and wealth to their own pocket, basically meaning she wants to steal, right? So we are going to do this aspiration. Now, in order to have Bandit move out of the house, we need to get her to level 5 of mischief and charisma. And she also has to steal 5 objects before she leaves the house. So this aspiration is going to come in handy for that. She does already have goofball and self-assured as well. What will her last trait be? I mean, it could just be kleptomaniac, right? Because she's going to be stealing for all of her life. So there she is, kleptomaniac, fantastic. She graduated with honors, which is so exciting. Look at her, she's a queen. But with that being said, thank you so much everyone for coming. I appreciate you. Please don't take my robot home with you though. Jasmine, please don't, because that's my robot and they cost 285 simoleons. I'm so serious. Don't take my robot home with you. She's fully gonna take it with her. She's taking it with her! She really is a Platt Family member, isn't she? Seriously. Literally 285 simoleons. That's crazy. Maybe instead of getting that robot toy, maybe I should get the robot head instead, because there is a robot head, right? And they're not going to use that to play. Or I could get the Bright Idea robot lamp. Let's get that instead, because I don't want that to happen again, and that's a robot, and that's going to signify that we've had a baby with the servo bot, okay? Now that that is over, we don't need to give a makeover to Bandit, because she's already had her makeover, which is fantastic. It's just about getting the rest of Wednesday all finished. So, we need to work on skills tonight, seriously. Maybe we could even do that with a project for them. We could get them to do their homework, and then do a school project that works on the mental skill, right? Because they've got to get to level 4 of a skill. So that's going to be quite a lot. They're at level 2, I think, of mental. This one gains both the mental skill and the logic skill. So I think we're just going to get the chemical reaction volcano, and we're going to do that for their school project. While I am here, we talked about how fairies, I'm pretty sure, are going to work the same as the other occults, where we're not sure whether we're going to have a fairy or not. I'm going to do what I did with the spellcasters, even though it glitched out with the spellcasters, and put our bassinets in the inventory, because there is a bassinet that comes with Enchanted by Nature, the fairy tale bassinet. So I'm assuming that it's going to work like all the other occults, even though it didn't for us with the spellcasters, right? But hopefully if we have twins, one of them will at least be in one of these bassinets, okay? So we put our bassinets away so that that can happen. Good job. Herman's just got the reach milestone. Fantastic. Now, something I should mention, in my personal gameplay, I've been having a little bit of an issue with gaining the crawl milestone for infants. You know how generally with a normal infant, if they're not wiggly, it takes 3 attempts to get to crawling? That hasn't been happening in my personal gameplay. I don't know if it's been happening for anyone else. I don't know if it's a bug or what. Maybe it's just my personal game having issues. I don't know. If it gets to the point where we do 3 attempts of crawling with him and he doesn't get the crawl milestone, I'm probably going to cheat it, because you and I know, we've done this so many times. We know it's 3 attempts of crawling to get the crawl milestone. And for wiggly infants, it's 2 attempts, but he's not wiggly, he's calm. So it should take 3 attempts for him to get the crawl milestone. All right, so Bandit has to get the charisma skill. She's currently in a great mood, but I'm going to actually get one of the charisma skill books out of the inventory that we have for her. I'm also going to sell these plates for 300 simoleons. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Because I don't really have time for her to go upstairs to a mirror, because after Casper finishes eating his dinner, which he's literally about to start it right now, I'm going to get her to work on the movement skill. So I'm just going to get her to read the charisma book just while she's got a second to do that. All right, see what I mean? We really didn't have much time at all. Bandit, come and play with your brother, please. That would be great. Salem, my guy, come and start working carefully on this project, please. Or maybe I should get him into a focused mood first, because he's going to gain the mental skill faster. Let's do ponder moves there first then, and then you can start working carefully. Sabrina will be following suit once she's had her dinner. And we are starting with Lilly to work on some tummy time with Herman. I'm really hoping I don't have issues with infant milestones. We've just got to level 2 of movement with Casper, which is so good. He's really tired though, so he's going to need to go to bed after this play. But that's okay. 1 play in is better than no plays in, right? We got to 11% of level 2 of movement. That's okay. We can work hard on that tomorrow. If I could get him to toddle himself off to bed, thank you. Bandit, you can even just go back to reading that charisma book for a minute, okay? While you're still in a very confident mood, which is so good. She's also really tired. She's going to have to go to bed soon. Lift head milestone. Fantastic start for Mr. Herman. Thank you so much. Level 3 of mental skill for Salem is so good. Both of them are now working on their projects. Level 3 for Sabrina as well, which is so good. They need 1 more skill to get. Hopefully working on these projects in focused moods will get them there. Good night, Herman. We will see you in the morning. It is 10 o'clock at night, but Lilly is still pretty decently energized. I'm going to get Lilly to paint a painting. Bandit is exhausted, but she loses this confident mood in 25 minutes. So I'll send her off to bed once that confident mood is gone. I just want to make the most of it because she's nearly at level 2 of charisma, which is fantastic. We do still have the twins doing their school project. They're both really tired, but I just need them to work hard on it. So with that being said, after the twins finish their projects, I'm going to send them off to bed. I'm about to send Bandit off to bed, and after Lilly finishes this painting, I'm going to send her off to bed. So I will see you in the morning. I can catch up with you on where I got everyone overnight tomorrow morning. So let's bring on Thursday. Hey! Did you know that 76% of you watching right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you'd like to see some fun Sims 4 gameplay, some Sims build videos, some Sims create a sim videos, and even some gameplay of The Sims past, then hit the subscribe button down below and join my wonderful little community of Triceratops. But with that being said, let's get back into the video. Alright, it is 6:01 AM on Thursday morning. I needed to let Salem and Sabrina sleep a little bit longer because they were a little bit late in finishing their school projects, but they did get them complete. And fantastic news, we did get to level 4 of the mental skill for both Salem and Sabrina, so they are both ready to go for school today with a school project. They're going to become A students and we can age them up into teenagers today, which is so exciting. I think Mr. Casper is also awake. Again, he's thinking about no ghosts. I'm not quite sure why you're not thinking that you don't want ghosts or that you don't like ghosts, or maybe it's just that he didn't have a nightmare and he's happy that he didn't have a nightmare. I would like for Lilly to keep potty training Casper. Even though he's at level 2 and he can go on his own, he's gonna gain it quickly by being taught by someone. So I would just really like for Lilly to come and potty train him, that's all. With this aspiration, the sticky fingers aspiration for Bandit, is this the one where she can just steal anything immediately? I might test that out today, just because I would like to get started on that part of her requirements, stealing the 5 objects, but just because there's like a 4-hour cooldown between stealing objects, right? Oh, also, one thing I didn't mention, we haven't sold the painting that Lilly made last night, but it is a masterpiece and it's a gnome, and I just think that that is a sign of having a gnome be a part of the Occult Baby Challenge, okay? So it's a 1,627 simoleon painting. I will sell that once Lilly is finished potty training Casper. Today's mail has been delivered once again. Please let the Platt family have sent more really good presents. That would be wonderful, thank you. And I am also going to get Lilly to come and sell this painting as well. But what did we get from the mail? Oh, we just got some seed packets. Well, that's fine. That's 175 simoleons. Thank you. All right, Lilly, thank you for that painting. Oh, 5,475. Now I'm starting to feel a lot better about our financial situation. It's all good. All right, I'm going to get Bandit to do some more playing with Casper, as much playing as she can, okay? That would be really great to get that movement up for him. we have Lilly about to get back into tummy time with Herman. Again, as much tummy time as we can do today would be amazing. It might only be one more that he needs to do. Hold on. Yeah, it's only going to be one more play that needs to happen, and then Bandit can maybe help potty train him. We might be able to age Casper up into a child today. That wasn't on my list for today, but we could. There we go. Casper's just got to movement level 3. Amazing. So good. After you finish that play with him, can you please come and potty train him? Oh my God, we just got roll over to back for Herman. Oh, it's going well today. It's going very well. Herman needs to have a nap though, which is fine. Lily's gonna have some free time. Now, I've been thinking about making some more upgrades, right? Because our bills were a little bit more expensive, even with geothermal, I thought about upgrading some of our appliances to be energy efficient devices. Because energy efficient devices mean that it's not going to take as much energy to use them, and the same can happen with our plumbing as well, which is going to reduce our bills, right? See here, energy efficient device decreases this object's power usage while in use. So I would like to do that for all of our kitchen appliances, even stuff like the TV, other like our computers and stuff as well, to hopefully decrease our bills a little bit. Okay, we are at 72% of potty for Casper. I'm gonna go for it because it's nearly 2 o'clock. We've still got just over an hour. I reckon we can get him there. 4 minutes until the kids come home from school and he's just made it. Casper, you are amazing. So good. So having a look, he is officially ready to age up and the kids are home from school. Salem is an A student. Sabrina is an A student. So good. So we can have a birthday party for them today. Lilly, let's get on the phone and get that organized. All right, so we are going to have a birthday party for birthday Sims, Salem, Sabrina, and Casper. So good. We're going to invite guests. So we can invite Morgan Ember, but how can we invite Guidry? We couldn't invite him last time. I'm going to invite him and see what happens. It's interesting, right? So we're going to invite our elderly Sims again, just like we did. Just wait. Do I need to check on Helena? Helena should be immortal. Unless, oh my God, what if when I moved her into this version, this neighborhood, what if I needed her to take the immortality potion again? Because I didn't do that. I might do that, okay? Because I want her to be immortal, okay? Well, we're gonna invite her. Jeez Louise, okay? That's just scared me, actually.
12 seconds later.
Guidry is here. Oh, that's so good. I didn't think we'd be able to invite him. Helena has this glimmer about her. That would suggest that she's immortal, unless she's going to age to the point where she would die, but she's just going to stay an elder. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all that I know that is happening is that Casper's having a happy birthday, Casper. That is all that I know that is happening. Thank you. Right, so we're going to randomize what Casper's aspiration is going to be. So let's go do that. So here we are on James Turner's Sims 4 random trait generator. We're going to need a child sim and we're going to generate and just use the aspiration. And it's going to be the slumber party animal. So that is in multi-skill and we've got slumber party animal. Fantastic. Now, thinking about him, he's a ghost. On the graphic, it actually says for the child of the ghost, any skill. And in the video of me renovating the ghost's bedroom, I actually came up with 2 different skills that I would use for him. Skills that we have not used in the Occult Baby Challenge yet, that I don't think we will use again, and they are creative skills. They are the candle making skill and the cross stitching skill. So I'm going to maybe just give him the creative trait, okay, for his child life, so we can get started on one of those things, okay? All right, happy birthday, Salem. I think it's pretty obvious for Salem and Sabrina that we're gonna do one of the aspirations that comes with Realm of Magic, right? There's 2 different ones, okay? The first one is Spellcraft and Sorcery. This sim craves a deep knowledge of the arcane magical arts. Purveyor of Potions. This sim wants to learn every potions recipe copy and craft each one. So, because we've got 2 spellcasters and the requirement for the child of the spellcaster is to learn 5 spells, I thought that maybe we could have one of the twins learn 5 spells and the other one learn 5 potions, just to mix things up a little bit. They're not then doing the exact same gameplay, they're doing slightly different gameplay. So it's a matter of which one do I want to learn the spells and which one do I want to learn the potions. I am also thinking about future gameplay that's going to need to happen. See, we are going to need to get pregnant with the child of the night wraith very soon while Salem and Sabrina are still in the house, because we can only have the night wraith be summoned by a spellcaster who gets cursed with the night wraith, right? So we're going to need to do that while these 2 are in the house, and whichever one of these children is going to be learning the spells, I'll get them to get cursed by the night wraith. Going along with that line, I might get Salem to learn the spells. Going back to Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joan Hart, the whole lore around Salem the cat is he got cursed to be a cat because he was doing like bad magic. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He was a mischievous magician and he was doing bad magic, and so he got cursed to be a cat, right? So Salem is gonna get cursed with the night wraith, okay? So I'm gonna get him to do the spellcraft and sorcery, learning the spells, and I'll get Sabrina to learn the 5 potions, okay? Can I think of a trait? I mean, maybe I could do genius for them. I'm pretty sure that's what I said I was gonna do in the last episode, of that when they became teenagers, I was gonna make them geniuses, because I always assume that spellcasters would be very clever. So I'll give them both the genius trait this time, and then when they become young adults, I'll randomize the last trait for them. So that is Salem aged up. Fantastic. You've got some epic colored hair and makeup, Salem. Look at you go. I love it. It's a lot though with the headband. It's all good. I will give you a makeover. Maybe I'll give Salem a fabulous makeover, okay? I think Salem is telling me that he wants to have a fabulous makeover, okay? All right. Happy birthday, Sabrina. I'm then going to get Sabrina to be the purveyor of potions, to learn 5 potions to be her requirement. So I'm going to give her the genius trait as well, and that is all good for them. The birthday party is now over. I'm sorry, I'm just loving this. I'm loving this. That was beautiful. Thank you, Guidry. I love that. But the birthday party is over right now. Thank you so much. And now that we do have Salem and Sabrina as teenagers, they now have the Realm of Magic UI for their needs. Fantastic. But with that being said, I've got makeovers to give. So I'm going to give Salem, Sabrina, and Casper their makeovers. I will be right back once they're complete.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
You guys, I have been in Creator Sim for way too long. I started to lose my mind at the end of it, but here we have Mr. Salem. I know I said I was giving him a fabulous makeover. You'll see it in a second. I just really wanted to use this top for him because I love this top from Life and Death, and I think it suits his vibe. For his formal wear, we're getting some more color in for him. So, by the way, I did keep this hairstyle because I didn't want to use the cheese colored hair. I don't like the cheese colored hair. So given that this is a dyed swatch, I like the blue and the pink. I think it's interesting. For his athletic wear, we've got the blue and the pink. I love it. For his sleepwear, we've got these little crescent moon set. I really, really like that. For his party wear, I've got this top, which is from Enchanted by Nature. I really like the vibe, with some baggy jeans for his party wear. Super cute. For his swimwear, I've got these little board shorts, very nice. For his hot weather wear, I've got this little outfit, very, very cute. I love the representation shorts, fantastic, and I feel like they fit his vibe perfectly. For his cold weather wear, I've got this very cute little outfit. Also, I've given him the sparkles that come with Realm of Magic because I love them and I wanted to use them for Sabrina, and so then I felt it would only be fair to also use them for Salem. So I've got them in this kind of bluey swatch that kind of matches the rest of his vibe. Speaking of Sabrina though, here she is. She is absolutely stunning. She's also just like the spitting image of Morgan and Bar, seriously. So we've got the same dress that she wore as a child. There is another outfit that is also the same that she wore as a child because I really love them. And I love the white and gold vibes for her. So then if we zoom in and have a look, she's got the gold swatch of the sparkles on her face. So beautiful. I love that. It's almost like that's the mark of her being a spellcaster, right? So then for her formal wear, we've got this gorgeous dress. White and gold is very much her color scheme. If not gold, then definitely white. So pretty. For her athletic wear, we've got this cute little athletic wear moment. For her sleepwear, I've got this little nightgown. And for her party wear, I've got this dress, which is the same one again that she wore as a child, but I really, really like it for her, and it is from Realm of Magic. For her swimwear, I've got this little outfit from Life and Death. I love this little swimwear. It is so cute in all of its swatches, and I really wanted to use it. I feel like it fits into her Realm of Magic vibe really nicely. For her hot weather wear, I've got this dress from the Sweet Allure kit. I really like it. I love the corset detailing. I think it suits her nicely. And for her cold weather wear, I've got this outfit just to throw in a little bit of black because I haven't yet, because I wanted to use this top and I really liked it in this swatch for her, and I had to just go with some black jeans to match it. So that is Sabrina as well. And then we have little Mr. Casper, and he is wearing what I was talking about in the last video when we aged him up into a toddler, that when you start reaching a child and older, there's some clothing that comes with life and death that looks a bit ratted and tattered, and it looks kind of ghostly. And so I went with this swatch because I feel like that's perfect for Mr. Casper. A little change in hairstyle as well, just to mix things up. He still looks a bit like a distinguished gentleman, and I like that. So then for his sleepwear, I've got just a robe. I wanted to go with very kind of ye old outfits, and there wasn't really any for sleepwear, so just a robe, I guess. For his party wear, he's wearing the same outfit. I don't have much in the way of options at the moment, but hopefully when he gets into a teenager, I'll have some more options to fit the vibe I'm looking for. For his hot weather wear, I went with this. I didn't know what to go with. It's better than nothing. And cold weather wear, he is again in that same outfit as his everyday wear, because again, I didn't have very many options. It's fine, but that is Salem, Sabrina, into teenagers, and Casper, who is now a child, and I am so ready to get back into the Occult Baby Challenge because I swear it's been over an hour since I started those makeovers, because I care so much about how they look, and it takes me so long to get it right. It actually took me the longest to get Salem's outfits right, because I really wanted to get his vibe right, and I feel like I did, so I'm happy with all of that. Oh, I was going to say I'm not phased if Salem and Sabrina don't become A students tomorrow, but I am, because tomorrow is Friday and I kind of don't want them to be teenagers throughout the entire weekend. So that's interesting. I'm going to need to get them to level 3 of logic. Oh, they're pretty close. Okay. With that being said, we are probably going to have Casper as a child for the entire weekend, which is okay. It's fine. I can get started. Maybe, can he even work on cross-stitching? Okay, yeah, he can start working on cross-stitching as a child. That's totally fine. And where are we at with Mr. Herman? Oh, he's having a nap. He's very hungry, but he needs to sleep a little while longer, I think. So Lily, while you've got some time, I'm gonna get you to upgrade the stove to be an energy efficient device as well. Thank you very much. Also, just an update, I did get Lily to take a photo with Bandit, so it's now on the wall as well. Fantastic. For all of the plumbing stuff, we can upgrade them to recycle water. It says with this upgrade, water utility usage is significantly decreased. So it's the same as the electronic stuff, but just for plumbing instead for the water. Look at Bandit studying charisma in her star mirror, because she is a star, honestly. Look at her. What a queen. Level 2 of charisma. She can now perform Bright and Day on Sims. That's fantastic. I think I would just like to get her charisma and her mischief up a little bit more before I go ahead and start stealing some stuff. That's all right. If that's all right with you. And it should be, because you don't have a choice because I say so. Alright, we are going to get Mr. Herman awake though, get him fed, and maybe do one more tummy time with him before he goes off to bed for the night. Look at how cute Casper is in his little portrait. What a cutie pie. Oh, very cute. Look at you go, my guy. Oh, but I've just realized that none of those skills are going to go towards getting his school performance up. Okay, maybe I'll have to think about that. Maybe I should just do some creativity for him instead. He's just acquired the cross-stitch skill, which is so good. Casper has his 14-count Ada cloth at the ready as he embarks into the world of cross-stitch. He can now stitch rainbows, shapes, and stick figures. We all have to start somewhere. Wool can be used to add that extra homemade feel. Fantastic for Casper. That's so exciting. Oh, and huge, we've got roll over to tummy for Herman. He can now do tummy time on his own. That is exactly what I was hoping would happen tonight. Seriously, so good, my guy. You're gonna want to do some tummy time, but I think that I just need to put you to bed, actually. Good job, my guy. Proud of you. So good. So with that being said, I'm just having Sabrina and Salem work on some logic. I'll send them off to bed once they get to level 3. Bandit is working on her charisma skill. Once she gets to level 3 of charisma, I'm going to send her off to bed. I'm going to get Lily looking after her needs, and then I will send her off to bed. So with that being said, let's bring on Friday.
The next day.
Alright, it is 5:01 a.m. on Friday morning and I'm getting the Kidley Winks up and ready for school. So just to have a look, we did get both Salem and Sabrina to logic level 3, which means that they are both ready to go for school today. Fantastic. Hopefully with working hard, they will both become A students. That would be fantastic. When they become adults, that's when I feel like they're really going to start taking off. We're going to start being able to go to the realm, start picking up some tomes, start learning some spells, start learning some potions. It's gonna be fun. And then as for Miss Bandit, we did get her to level 3 of charisma last night, so she's at both level 3 in both of her skills. We need to get 2 more skills each, and also for her to steal 5 items. I don't know if that's going to be able to happen in this episode, but I will try my best. Okay, we've got a confident mood for 4 hours, so I'm gonna get Bandit just working on that charisma. I want to get as far as we can for her today. Practice speech. And Lily's not going to need her help because we've only got Herman now. And he's hopefully about to creep in his... We just watched it happen, my friends. He just creeped in his crib. That's amazing. That's what I needed to happen. Which means having a look at his milestones, all we need to do is sit up and crawling. Checking in with Lily, she is 3rd trimester in 5 hours, which means it'll be about 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon that we give birth to this baby. Very exciting. Hopefully it's twins and hopefully one of them is a fairy. That would be amazing. All right, we're gonna try and get Herman to learn how to sit up. Hopefully he's gonna one and done this. That would be so good if he could one and done this. One and done. Love that. That means that we can get an attempt at crawling in before he has a nap. I reckon maybe even 2, depending on how he goes with the first attempt. So this is attempt number 1 at crawling right now. Bandit's just got to level 4 of charisma. So good. She can now perform a smooth apology and a cheerful introduction on other Sims. Smooth apology could be really, really helpful for if she gets caught stealing. More mail, by the way, as well. Today's mail has been delivered. Fantastic. It looks like that's the first attempt done. Let's put Herman down over here. We've done 1 attempt. That's totally fine. All right, Lily, come and get the mail. See what goodies the Platt family left for us. Oh, some very nice goodies, thank you. 1,035 simoleons. Thank you so much, Platt family. Also, Lily got a letter from an adoring fan. Let's find out what it says. You're only 9 months older than me, but so much more wise and grown up than me. Thank you so much for that insight. That's nice. Okay, we're not going to get to level 5 of charisma, but we're going to get close to halfway there, I reckon. It'll be very close to halfway there. But it looks like she's got a playful moodlet behind this for 2 hours. So we should then be able to immediately jump into doing some mischief skill. Socialize, troll the forums. Let's do it. Yeah, she got to 52% of level 4. That is so good. If she could please sit down and work on the mischief skill. I find that sometimes with computers at the moment, if I click directly on the computer and tell them to do something, they won't do it. I have to tell them to sit in the chair first and then do the thing on the computer, just in case you were having issues with that in your game. I don't know. It's not with all computers either. It's weird. Anyway, it's fine. And it's not with all desk chairs either. I don't know what constituent is for that bug, but, you know, if you tell a sim to do something in a computer and they won't do it, try telling them to sit in the chair first. Alright, I'm getting Mr. Herman awake right now. Lily, pick him up, please. We've got an hour and a half until the kids get home from school. That is plenty of time to do 2 more attempts of crawling. So at 1:52 p.m, we are going into 2nd attempt of crawling. Okay, are we coming out of attempt number 2? Yes, we are. Okay, that's fine. All right, so at 2:32 p.m., we are going into attempt number 3 at practice crawling. This is the one. If he doesn't get it, I'm going to cheat it because you and I know, I've discussed this with you already. You and I already know. The kids are about to get home from school. Casper is a B student. That is absolute best case scenario for Casper. Proud of you. Salem is an A student. And Sabrina is an A student. All I need right now is for Herman to get this crawling, and then we are so having a birthday party, and it's exciting. So why is it bugging out in my personal game then? I have no idea, because I have the same mods installed in my personal game that I do here, which are UI mods and MC Command Center. They're the only mods I have installed. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm just so ridiculously happy that we have got crawl milestone for Herman, because it means that Lilly, we need to get on this phone and plan a social event. So good. We are having a birthday party for birthday Sims Herman, Salem, and Sabrina. I nearly clicked on Bandit then. It's all good. We are inviting guests, which include Morgan Ember. Jeff has aged up into a child. Oh, so exciting. In between this episode and next episode, I'll give Jeff his child werewolf makeover, and then we'll be able to invite him to birthday parties. So I'm going to invite Jasmine and Keanu Reeves, Riley, Skylar, Noah, Felix, Tabitha, Dylan. I was going to say I could invite Seth, but Seth is not there. I don't know, but he definitely wasn't there. Anyway, it's fine. So I guess we can't invite Seth. It's fine. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I need to put the birthday cake back in the fridge and wait until the very last second to use it because it's going to expire. It's going to expire. Oh, boy. Right? Technically, I can just come and age Herman up right now because his dad's not going to be here. So we might just get that happening just while we've got 45 minutes left on the cake. Because then Lily can bake another one. It's just that Herman's needs go down really quickly because he's an infant. So happy birthday, Herman. Sorry if I can just shut myself up for a minute and I'll actually pay attention to your birthday. So let's find out what kind of toddler he's going to be. He's going to be an independent toddler. I love that. Thank you so much. And look, Seth did send a gift in the mail. So really that's all that matters, right? Right, I'm going to put that cake back in the fridge because it's still got 30 minutes on it, right? We can have 2 birthdays in 30 minutes. I just need people to actually be showing up for the birthday is the thing. So let's just invite them over, I suppose. For some reason, no one's coming over through the birthday party. We're just having to call them over separately.
Many invitations later.
There's a fairy, there's a fairy, there's a fairy. Oh, it's Rain! It's the fairy sim that I made. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at her. I love that. Wow! It's nice to see her out and about in the wild. All right, but there is Morgan. That's fantastic. I just need you to come inside, please. You know what? I'm not even going to care that you're facing the wrong way. Just time is of the essence, right? So we're just going to get you to blow out your candles from there, okay? Blow out your candles. Happy birthday, Salem. Hooray, Salem. So good. All right, so with that being said, going to choose the same aspiration that he had as a teenager, which is going to be the spellcraft and sorcery for him. And then we're going to randomize his last trait. Let's see what his last trait's going to be. Well, is that not perfect or is that not perfect? Mystical. This is a new trait that comes with Enchanted by Nature, and I actually haven't read this yet, so I'm going to read it. Feeling a strong affinity for both the natural and supernatural, mystical Sims see higher purpose in living harmoniously in each world and sharing that with other Sims. These Sims learn apothecary and gardening skills faster and have an easier time building friendships with occult Sims. Mystical Sims can offer to grant a sacred blessing to other Sims, which increases balance for both Sims if accepted. That's something I haven't mentioned yet. I've actually turned balance off for the Occult Baby Challenge just because we have a lot of Sims passing away and we experience a lot of grief, and that would make Lily and everyone imbalanced like immediately. I've also turned off luck as well just because I don't really feel like we need it for the Occult Baby Challenge as well. That's wonderful for Salem. Also, just the Platt family continuing to prove to me how occult they are. That's so good. But also, Salem did graduate with honors, which is fantastic. How much time do we have left on the cake? 18 minutes. All right. Happy birthday, Sabrina. Yay, Sabrina. So good. As we've literally got 4 minutes left on the cake. Perfect timing. You love to see that. There we go. Sabrina has aged up into a young adult. So same as before, into the nature and the purveyor of potions. And let's find out what her last trait's going to be. Romantic. Well, that's interesting. Maybe she could make a love potion. I can't even remember what potions we have. It's been that long since I've done potions in Realm of Magic, I can't remember. I know that there's a spell that you can use to cast against two Sims to make them have some passionate moments with each other. Anyway, I remember that. And so Sabrina also graduated with honors, which is fantastic. The birthday party is over right now. Thank you so much. With that being said, Herman's birthday has just been had. We need to give him his toddler makeover. I'm going to give him his makeover right now. I will be back once it's all complete.
Soon after.
All right, you guys, here we have Herman in his everyday outfit. We finally have some cottage living options available for us. And like I said, I think that's what I want to do. When he gets older, we should have even more options through outdoor retreat as well. So that'll be interesting to compare. But this little suspenders outfit for his toddler life, super cute. I love the coloring for him as well. And then for his sleepwear, we've got some foxes, and that's pretty adorable, I reckon. So that is Mr. Herman, now a toddler. Alright, so Friday night, 5:06 p.m. I don't even need to do homework for Casper. He can do it over the weekend. It means that maybe we can get him to continue on with the small hoop rainbow. That's what I got him to start doing last night. I just want to see him actually complete one. That's totally fine. Now that Sabrina and Salem are adults, maybe we could quickly duck into the realm and just see if there's any tomes. Alright, so maybe I should think about if there's specific spells and potions that I want them to learn. Let's open the spell book. So Salem wants to learn spells. I mean, I could probably get him to use a couple of practical magic spells. Like maybe, it would be really nice to learn Repario and sezrawrrr. So maybe I'll do those two for practical magic if I can. Sometimes you can't choose. Sometimes when they practice magic, they'll just learn whatever. But if I can learn sezrawrrr and Repario, I will be stoked with that. Infatuate was the spell I was talking about having two Sims fall in love with each other. Oh, Decursify would probably be a super good one to learn, because if we're gonna have Salem get cursed, then he can do Decursify on himself once we're done with the Night Wraith, to Decursify himself of the Night Wraith. So that would be a good one to learn. Again, we don't get to choose though sometimes, but that would be a good one. The other two spells, whatever, but those are the three spells I'm really gonna want him to learn. But then there's potions, alchemy. So there is also a potion of curse cleansing. So that would be a good one to learn, I think, just in case we don't learn the Decursify. Potion of the alluring aura might be one that is kind of like a love potion. I just would like her to make something like a love potion just because she's romantic, okay? That's fine. Let's see what we can find while we are here. The Platt family doesn't get to go out much, and this is like the first time that for the occults, they've actually been able to go somewhere for their occult. And oh my god, there's Dylan! Hi Dylan! How is it going, Dylan? So we'll see what tomes and other things. Maybe they could get a wand as well. I do have the wand display cabinets. That would be perfect. Should I get them brooms as well? Oh my god. I just love it. That's all. Hi Dylan. I see you. It's like Dylan came to the realm with us. He's showing us around. I love that. That's wonderful. All right, so let's buy wands, tomes, and familiars, okay? Dylan literally has followed us here. I love that. That's wonderful. Okay, oh, I'm excited. So there's a bone wand. The bone wand is slightly more robust than classic wood variant. Just don't ask where the bones came from. Ooh, there's a marble wand, far more sturdy than the wood wand and the bone wand. The marble wand is encrusted with an elemental gem and has all the markings of elegance. That straight away screams Sabrina to me, seriously. Okay, we've got Tome of Furio, Tome of Masterful Insults, and Tome of the Nimble Mind. I feel like Sabrina should get the Marble Wand, and then maybe Salem can buy the Bone Wand. Okay, so for brooms, we've got the classic wood broom, we've got the magic mop, which I'm very familiar with, and that's all we've got at the moment, the classic wood broom or the magic mop. Well, do I get the magic mop again? I love the magic mop. Oh, but the magic mop is only 50 simoleons. Okay, well, I'm just gonna get 2 of the magic mop then. It's all good. They're each gonna have a magic mop. Let's see how you go, Sabrina, riding the magic mop. It has gotten much later in the day than I thought it would. Oh, she's an expert. But let's see how she lands though. Like an expert. She's got it. Oh my gosh. Oh, is Salem an expert as well? Yes. Fantastic. Okay, good. They're naturals at using their mops. I love that. All right, it is 9:24 p.m. I'm just getting everyone's needs sorted and then I'm going to send everyone off to bed. So with that being said, let's bring on Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. We should be giving birth to the baby. I'm excited to get into the beginnings of some magic stuff as well. So let's bring on Saturday.
The following day.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Upstairs on the roof, in this little cutout part, is where we have our cauldron. I mean, experiment, that's what it is. We're gonna get Sabrina to come and experiment, and through her experimenting, she should eventually learn how to make some potions. We'll see what comes up. We can always go back to the realm and see if there's any tomes that can be bought, or if there's even any potions that can be bought as well. And as for Mr. Salem, I can get him to just start practicing magic. I might get him to start doing some practical magic, see if maybe we can learn repair or learn scrubberoo. That would be so good. Let's just see what he can learn, right? So he's just gonna stand here waving his wand around. I love it for you, Salem. That's wonderful. Look at you go, doing magic. Experimenting with the potions and practicing magic will go towards gaining rank, as you can see down here. He's learned Repario! That is one of the ones I wanted him to learn. Good job, Salem. Can you learn another one? That would be so good. Practical magic. You can see that jumped him right up for his rank here. That is so good. Proud of you, my guy. All right, as for you, Casper, my dear, you've still got the cross-stitch hoop that you started last night. I would like you to finish that, thank you. Meanwhile, just getting a look at Sabrina upstairs. So good. I love this. This is fabulous, Sabrina. Sabrina has just discovered a new potion recipe and has bottled up a sample. 1 potion of nausea has been added to their inventory. That's not quite the potion that I wanted her to learn how to make, but it's fine. Let's open up Sabrina's spellbook and have a look at what that potion actually entails. A potion to annoy an enemy and turn their stomach. It takes Mandrake and Dirt Frog. I don't know if we'll ever make one of them. It's fine, but she's got the potion in her inventory, and I do have a curio cabinet right here. I can chuck it in the curio cabinet. Fabulous. Oh, I'm having such a good time with that. I forgot how good Realm of Magic was. And I'm having fun with it. All right, as for you, Miss Bandit. Miss Bandit indeed. I mean, we got Bandit to level 4 of Mischief last night. Maybe we should go and steal something. A wild thing to say, right? But maybe we should steal something. I mean, why not? I mean, Bandit, I just need to see what you're able to steal. Let's just go and do it, okay? Let's just go and do it. She can steal something. That's one thing ticked off the list. So we're going to go to the Futures Past Museum, which we are very familiar with in the Platt family, because Bandit's grandma, Jess, used to steal all of the paintings and stuff from here. I just want to see if she's able to steal paintings, that's all. Because I think with the sticky fingers aspiration, there was a thing where it didn't matter what mischief skill level you had, you were able to steal stuff. So let's just see. Let's just see. Is she able to steal a bust? No, she's not able to steal paintings. Maybe that was a bug and they patched it. That sucks. Anyway. Oh, she can swipe this sculpture. Okay, so there's some things that she can and there's some things that she can't. Can she swipe the flamingo? She can swipe the flamingo. Interesting. Well, at least we won't have come here for no reason, okay? Also, she's just in her everyday outfit and she's just going to swipe this. There we go. Bandit successfully swiped an object without drawing any attention. So that was only an 85 simoleon thing, but that's the first thing that she stole and I'm proud of her for stealing. Sentences that come out of my mouth, okay? It's fine. Don't take that out of context. Let's go home. That's 1 thing down, 4 things left to steal. I now feel good about going home. Here she is, Miss Bandit, back at home. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, still got a couple hours. She's still feeling confident, so I'm going to get her upstairs, hopefully to finish off that charisma skill. Fantastic. Salem, I'm going to get you back to practicing practical magic, seeing what you can learn. Sabrina, I'm going to get you back upstairs to your cauldron, and we're going to see I'll discard the contents and then you can experiment once again. Casper, he did it. Expert stitcher from completing a cross-stitch project. So what if Casper had to unpick and restitch the same line 6 times? It's done. It is, my guy, and I'm proud of you. Let's have a look at it. Oh, look at that. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love it. Yeah, let's chuck it there. So cute. Proud of you, my guy. In order to become an A student on Monday, we're going to need to get the creativity skill to level 4. So I'm just going to get him back to practicing piano. That's all. Creativity level 4 for Casper. Fantastic. So that is his skill ready to go for school. I'm just going to get him to do his homework now. So I know that that's all done next episode. I don't have to worry about doing that next episode. We should be... The pacifier is flashing now. It's an hour earlier than I thought it would be. Oh my God. Also, Bandit is charisma level 5. Huge. That means all she's got left to do is steal 4 more things. And also, she's got to mischief level 5. I might take Bandit to the hospital with me today and she can steal something from the hospital. She should be able to do that. So fantastic. I love that. There we go. Lillian's just gone into labor. I really just need to do this potty with Herman though, and then we'll go, oh! Salem has just learnt Scrubberoo as well, which is the other spell that I wanted him to learn for practical magic. Fantastic. So I'm going to get him to stop learning practical magic, actually. I feel like Decursify is not going to be, he's not going to be able to learn that at his rank, right? Because he's level 2, right? He's now a neophyte. So he should have some new spells able to be learnt. Let's just see what untamed magic spells he can learn right now at this rank, okay? Potty level 2 for Herman. That is the best news. It's not the best news, but it's fantastic news. Also, Salem has learnt another spell. That's 3 spells. He's only got 2 spells left to learn, and then he's ready to move out of the house. So far, Sabrina has only learnt 1 potion. So that's interesting, right? Anyway, with that being said, Lily is ready to go to the hospital. We are going to have baby at hospital. We're going to join her, and we are going to take... Where is Bandit? Bandit is going to come with us. Okay, let's go. Oh, I forgot to take Lyric as well. Oh, whoopsie, my bad. I got too focused on having Bandit be able to steal something from the hospital that I forgot about Lyric. It's fine. Oh, I just remembered that I don't know if we're going to have a fairy baby. Fingers freaking crossed, please. All right, here we are, Lily. Oh, Naomi's on the front desk again. It's fine. It's all good. Check in at the front desk. And Bandit. I should be able to steal something from one of these rooms. What about the skeleton? She can't steal the skeleton. She can attempt to swipe one of these IV stand things though, so she's gonna steal that, okay? You can do it, my girl. She did it. Fantastic. Bandit successfully swiped an object without drawing any attention. So good. That's 2 out of 5 objects stolen. Hello, Dr. Ritvik. Please let it be twins. I would love to have a boy and a girl, by the way. Now that we are here, we do have 2 vacancies in the household. We are a split between boy and a girl. So it would make me think that if we do have twins, that it will be a boy and a girl. I'm hoping so. I asked in the last episode for a name for a fairy boy, and Invader T came through. Invader T with all the baby names, I love it. Came through with a whole great big list for baby names, and there's one on there that as soon as I saw it, blew my mind. Can't believe I didn't think of it myself, actually. So let's just find out what we're going to be having first. It's a baby girl. Okay, well, that's fantastic straight away. Now, this might be a basic name, but it's a name that I think just works, right? This is hopefully going to be a fairy child, and the name Fae, right? Like Fae, fairies are known as Fae. Fae, okay? Okay, let's find out if we're having twins. And it's a baby boy. Oh my God, so good. So the name that Invader T suggested that I can't even believe I didn't think of myself is one from a movie that I have been watching since I was very, very little. Fern Gully. Fern Gully is such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a kid's movie, but it has Tim Curry playing the villain and it's so good. It has Robin Williams playing an iconic bat that has been experimented on in a lab, and it's about like the forest and fairies in the forest and people, human beings coming in to cut down all the trees and log all the trees and use them for logging and so much. It's such a good movie, highly recommend. But there is a fairy in that movie called Pip, and Pip, he's kind of the butch macho fairy man. He thinks he's it in a bit, and he can be a little bit mischievous as well. So I'm gonna call our baby boy Pip. So welcome to the family, baby Faye and baby Pip. And I'm really concerned that, I don't know, maybe it's just because we're at the hospital, because I don't know. I'm just nervous that we haven't had a fairy baby, but then I don't know because it glitched out for the spellcasters, so I have no idea. But let's go home and let's see what's going on with the bassinets at home first. Like I said, if it's not showing one of the bassinets from Enchanted by Nature, I still don't know because we had 2 spellcasters, right, before, and it did not show them in the bassinet from Realm of Magic. So I don't know regardless, but I would just really love to see an Enchanted by Nature bassinet right now. That would be so good. Well, at the moment, I don't see any bassinet. I don't see any bassinet. Where are the babies? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it's Faye? Is it Faye? It's Faye. It's Faye, because there's Pip. Oh my god. We've had a fairy! Oh, so good! Wow! But with that being said, you guys, that is all I've got for this episode of the Occult Baby Challenge. So excited that we have indeed had a fairy baby, and I could tell straight away. Don't know what the glitch was with the spellcasters, but glad to see that it's fixed. The next episode is going to be interesting. We currently don't have any vacancies in the household. I need to get Bandit moved out so that we can have a baby. Ideally, I would like the next baby to be the Night Wraith's baby, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens in the next episode. So with that being said, if you would like to see more of me and any more of the Occult Baby Challenge or any other Sims content that I've got coming your way, then hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!